Welcome to Winter in Europe. Where fairy tales come to life and reality goes far beyond imagination. From Roman ruins to soaring Gothic cathedrals, this place has shaped the world's art, philosophy, and science. But there is one time of year when Europe reveals its deepest and most mysterious soul: winter, the season when magic feels almost real. Christmas markets glow in the middle of medieval squares. Frozen lakes reflect the ethereal northern lights. Snow-covered castles emerge in the mist as if returning from a distant past. This is a journey to discover the most captivating winterlands of Europe, where every snowflake tells a story, every region hides a secret, and the cold intertwines with a cultural depth shaped over millennia. For a long time, Europe has been a destination for dreamers, travelers, and lovers of history and art. Every year, millions come here in search of genuine emotions, unforgettable flavors, and stories that only ancient stones can preserve. But in winter, this continent reveals its purest nature. When snow covers the cities, when the cold turns every breath into white mist, Europe puts on an almost surreal beauty. The crowds thin out, the lights grow warmer, and every place opens up its secrets to those who dare to embrace the cold. Let's begin our journey to find the most enchanting winter corners of Europe. Now we have a small question for you. In Barcelona, which of Gaudi's churches is mentioned as a standout symbol in winter? Alsace, France. Land where French and German cultures blend, where half-timbered houses are reflected in the canals like a living impressionist painting. This is Alsace Strasbourg, with its soaring Gothic cathedral, preserves in its narrow streets the spirit of a unified Europe. Petite France, with its covered bridges and geranium flower boxes, tells stories of the tanners and fishermen of old. "73 kilometers away, Colmar appears out of the mist as if it had stepped out of a grim fairy tale. Little Venice, with its pastel-toned houses, looks like a miniature gingerbread village. When winter arrives, snow blankets the steep roofs, and the scent of mulled wine and savory biscuits spreads through the Christmas markets, revealing the most magical charm of these twin cities. golden lights reflected on the water create shifting colors, while in traditional Alsatian wine taverns, windstubs, time seems to slow down. Vienna, Austria. A harmony between imperial past and modern rhythm. A capital where art is present on every street corner. The Ring, the circular boulevard encircling the old city center, is like an open-air museum of 19th century architecture, where each palace recounts the splendor of the Habsburg dynasty. Schönbrunn Palace, the summer residence of the Habsburgs, stands majestic with its 1,441 rooms, surrounded by gardens that are masterpieces of Baroque design. The State Opera House and the Musikverein are like cathedrals, where musical tradition is preserved and renewed every evening. When winter wraps Vienna in freezing air, the city turns into an enchanting stage. Royal-style balls take place in ancient palaces. New Year concerts create a fairy tale atmosphere. And in every square there is its own Christmas market. The oldest market has existed since 1298. All of this lights up Vienna with thousands of little lights, while the aroma of mulled wine and waffles spreads through the air. Lapland, Finland. Lying beyond the Arctic Circle, where the boundary between reality and magic dissolves into the polar night, is a land that keeps ancient secrets like the 1,000-year-old ice itself. This place is not only known as the home of Santa Claus, but also as a kingdom where nature still has the final say over every rule. In winter, when the sun is nothing more than a distant memory, the sky glows with the northern lights dancing like ancestral spirits over endless snow-covered birch and pine forests. Ice hotels sparkle like crystal palaces, while glass igloos give you a night's sleep directly beneath the star-filled sky. Reindeer roam freely across the ice-covered hills, while husky dogs are always eager to take travelers on sled rides in Sami villages, where time follows the rhythm of the 4 seasons. The elders tell stories of spirits and shamans around fires that have burned for millennia. Here, when you surrender yourself to the absolute silence of untouched nature, you realize that Lapland is not just a destination, but a state of mind, a place where winter is not something to endure, but an enchantment to be savored. Amsterdam, Netherlands. Lying at the heart of the country, always playing the leading role in the urban panorama. Amsterdam winds its way along 165 canals like a living work of art. This city, which began as a small fishing village in the 12th century, has transformed itself into one of Europe's most vibrant cultural capitals, where every bridge can tell stories from long ago. These canals, recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, are not only waterways, but also living arteries that are constantly in motion. The characteristic narrow, tall gabled houses are reflected in the water, creating the sensation of an endless mirror. These buildings are not just places to live, they are silent witnesses of the Dutch Golden Age, when Amsterdam was a global trading center and merchants built their houses as symbols of prosperity and power. When winter falls, the canals sometimes freeze into natural ice rinks, and the crowds of tourists become nothing more than a faint memory. This is truly one of the most ideal moments to visit this splendid city. Swiss Alps, Switzerland. In the heart of Europe, this mountain range rises like giants of rock and ice, guarding valleys where time seems to flow at a different pace. Zermatt, nestled at the foot of the mighty Matterhorn, is a car-free village where only the sound of cowbells and the crunch of snow under passing footsteps remain. The Glacier Express train, often called the slowest express train in the world, wins its way through this picture-perfect scenery, crossing 291 bridges and passing through 91 tunnels. From the panoramic windows, passengers watch a landscape that constantly changes. Ancient glaciers intertwined with high mountain meadows, and tiny wooden villages in the valleys that look like miniature nativity scenes. Winter turns the range into a crystal kingdom, where every snowfall reveals a new world and legendary ski slopes attract enthusiasts from all over the globe. Prague, Czech Republic. The city known as the City of 100 Spires rises beside the Vltava River like a fairy tale carved in stone. Its medieval skyline, which has somehow remained almost intact through the wars that reshaped Europe, tells thousands of years of history through a unique blend of architectural styles. From Romanesque to Gothic, from Baroque to Art Nouveau, each era has left an indelible mark. Charles Bridge, The old thoroughfare linking the Old Town with the Castle District is not just a simple crossing, but an open-air gallery where 30 Baroque statues have watched over passers-by for more than 3 centuries. In winter, when snow covers the roofs of the Jewish quarter and the Gothic towers of the Church of Teen, Prague turns into a stage that evokes the era of Mozart and Kafka. London, United Kingdom. It is not just a big city, but a living story where past and future meet in an almost surreal embrace. The River Thames both divides and unites this concrete forest, where punk rockers and business executives stand side by side in the same subway carriage. At Borough Market, the aromas of countless international dishes blend with the calls of vendors, creating a multicultural symphony that only London could compose. When winter arrives, as snow blankets Hyde Park and pubs overflow with laughter and pints of stout, the city reveals its deepest self. The dazzling lights of winter wonderland turn the streets into a dreamy, colorful painting, while Camden Lock Market is filled with the scent of mulled wine and roasted chestnuts. In those very moments, London seems to whisper, "Stay just a little longer," and you can only willingly obey. If you are watching this video, please hit the subscribe button in the corner of the screen. It is completely free, but it means a great deal to us. Dolomites, Italy. This mountain range rises from Italian soil like a series of stone cathedrals, with sheer cliffs that turn pink at sunset. A natural spectacle that has captivated generations of climbers and travelers. These mountains, formed from an ancient sea around 250 million years ago, tell one of the most unique geological stories on Earth, worthy of UNESCO recognition. Cortina d'Ampezzo, known as the Queen of the Dolomites, is not just a ski resort. It is like an open-air museum where Latin culture is preserved through customs, language, and architecture. Mountain lodges scattered among the rocky peaks are not just places to rest, but true outposts of mountain culture, where every dish tells a story about this land. Tre Cime di Lavaredo, Marmolada, Sassolungo. Each massif has its own personality, and each valley cradles high-altitude lakes with their own distinct character. In winter, this already majestic landscape transforms into an almost surreal world, where the cliffs stand in stark contrast to the white snow, creating a scene that looks as if it has stepped out of a fairy tale. Here we have a small question for you. Which town in Italy is known as the Queen of the Dolomites? Munich, Germany. Located in the heart of Bavaria, Munich appears as a captivating blend of tradition and modern life. Marienplatz Square, with the neo-Gothic Neues Rathaus Town Hall, still echoes to the rhythm of its historic carillon 3 times a day. The clock stages dances that retell the stories of knights and tournaments. Here, beer culture is not just a business, but a living heritage that dates back to the 16th century. Outdoor beer gardens and historic beer halls such as the Hofbräuhaus are not only meeting places, but true cultural institutions that preserve centuries-old traditions. Vaulted ceilings adorned with murals and long wooden tables continue the story of countless generations, keeping alive the spirit of togetherness that is so characteristic of Bavaria. Winter turns the city into a shimmering stage as the domes of Baroque churches are covered in snow, sketching a skyline that is both romantic and distinctive. French Alps, France. The French Alps rise into the sky like sentinels of rock and ice, with Mont Blanc dominating the entire range. Chamonix, nestled in the valley at the foot of Europe's highest peak, is not only a ski resort, but also the cradle of modern mountaineering, where in 1786, 2 men dared to challenge what seemed impossible and became the first to conquer the roof of Europe. The Mer de Glace, the largest glacier in France, flows like a frozen river of time, patiently carving the valley over thousands of years. When winter spreads a blanket of snow over these peaks, the French Alps turn into a silent and majestic kingdom, where every snowflake makes this wild, untamed land even more overwhelming. Warsaw, Poland. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, Warsaw is one of the most remarkable examples of urban rebirth in European history. The city's old town, once completely destroyed during the Second World War and rebuilt stone by its inhabitants, tells an extraordinary story of resilient vitality. The Royal Castle, the center of Polish power for many centuries, stands proudly over the market square, its halls bearing witness to the former splendor of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. Winter dresses the city in a coat of white snow, turning the gardens of Villeneuve Palace into a fairy tale setting, while warm light reflecting on the snow creates an atmosphere that feels almost mystical. Geneva, Switzerland. Nestled on the lakeshore at the foot of the Alps, it is not just a city, but a crossroads of cultures, where Swiss precision blends with French elegance. The Jet d'eau fountain, with its water column shooting about 460 feet, around 122 meters, into the sky, is not only the visual symbol of Geneva, but also a metaphor for the city itself. The Old Town, with its narrow alleys and tucked-away squares, preserves centuries of Reformation history, while St. Peter's Cathedral, where John Calvin once preached his revolutionary ideas, still dominates the urban skyline. Yet Geneva does not live only on the glory of its past. It is also home to many international organizations, from CERN to the United Nations, turning the city into a living laboratory of diplomacy and science. Sofia, Bulgaria. At the foot of Mount Vitosha, the city appears like a living mosaic, where each historical era has carved its own mark. The Alexander Nevsky Cathedral, with its golden domes shining under the Balkan sun, is not only a place of worship, but also a symbol of Bulgaria's liberation from Ottoman rule, as well as one of the largest Orthodox churches in the world. Beneath the modern streets, ongoing archaeological excavations constantly open new chapters in a history spanning thousands of years, where the ruins of the ancient Roman city coexist with Ottoman mosques and medieval churches, creating a unique architectural dialogue. In addition, St. George Church, the oldest surviving building in Sofia, preserves inside it frescoes that recount 16 uninterrupted centuries of Christianity. Winter not only brings snow to blanket Vitosha, but is also an invitation to immerse yourself in the culture of hot baths. A legacy from Roman times that continues in many of the city's historic facilities, where natural sulfur springs flow from the earth, linking the distant past with the present. Berlin, Germany. A city of contrasts and constant rebirth, always brimming with an energy that challenges every convention. The traces of its turbulent past have been transformed into the backdrop for an urban landscape where art and culture explode with a powerful vitality. The East Side Gallery, the longest remaining stretch of the Berlin Wall, is no longer a dividing line but a 140-kilometer open-air gallery where artists have turned concrete into manifestos of freedom and hope. Museum Island, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, rises like a cultural fortress in the heart of the city, where 5 grand museums preserve priceless artifacts ranging from ancient Egypt to modern European civilizations. Charlottenburg Palace, the favorite residence of Queen Sophie Charlotte, still retains its gilded halls and French-style gardens, where the refined elegance of Prussian royalty continues to shine, forming a striking contrast with Berlin's dynamic and modern rhythm of life. When winter descends upon the city, parks like the Tiergarten turn into dreamlike landscapes, while Christmas markets bring light and warmth to Germany's long, cold nights. Budapest, Hungary. Divided in two by the mighty Danube, yet reunited by its magnificent bridges, the city is an architectural symphony that tells the story of thousands of years of European history. Buda, perched on the hills, gazes down from above with the Royal Palace and Matthias Church, where the colorful roof tiles sparkle like jewels against the sky. Pest, with its grand boulevards and neo-Gothic parliament building, reflects the splendor of the Austro-Hungarian Empire in every structure. The city's historic thermal baths are not just places for washing, but true temples dedicated to water, where Ottoman architecture blends with the refined lines of Art Nouveau. Széchenyi Baths, the largest thermal bath complex in Europe, stands as proof of the enduring bond between well-being and beauty across centuries, with hot mineral waters bubbling up from more than half a mile beneath the Earth's surface. Winter turns Budapest into a scene tinged with impressionist overtones. Steam rising from outdoor pools contrasting with snow-covered rooftops. Christmas lights reflecting on the Danube. And the market on Vörösmarty Square filled with the scent of traditional sweets and mulled wine. Zurich, Switzerland. Situated by the lakeshore, Zurich blends medieval heritage with a refined modern identity. Bahnhofstrasse, one of the most exclusive shopping avenues in the world, stretches along a path that was once the city's ancient moat, revealing how every corner of Zurich contains intertwined layers of history. The Grossmünster Church, with its twin towers rising above the city skyline, is not only a religious landmark, but also a symbol of the Protestant Reformation in Switzerland. In the alleys of Niederdorf, the old central district, each house tells a story. Each iron sign resembles a piece of craftsmanship, and every small square becomes a stage for daily life repeated through centuries. When winter covers the city, the lake turns into a mirror reflecting the urban lights, while historic cafes become warm shelters where the aroma of hot chocolate and pastries blends with the crisp alpine air. Barcelona, Spain. Where the Mediterranean meets Gaudi's bold artistry, Barcelona moves to a rhythm of its own. In winter, as Costa Brava rests under soft sunlight, the Ramblas Boulevard becomes more intimate and local, while Park Güell offers unique views over the city without the busy crowds of summer. The Sagrada Familia rises into the sky like a mystery, its soaring towers seeming to blend with the clouds, telling a story of devotion and creative genius spanning more than a century. Inside, the branching stone columns resemble trees, forming a sacred forest where light passes through colorful stained glass windows, painting the space with countless vibrant tones. Meanwhile, the Gothic Quarter preserves 2,000 years of history in its narrow, winding streets, where medieval arches and hidden squares sit beside Roman remnants and artisan workshops that maintain long-standing Catalan traditions. After a journey across snow-covered squares, fairytale villages and mountain ranges glittering with lights, we hope you've felt that a European winter is not only cold, but also full of inspiration and warmth. Each stop is a story, and perhaps one day, you yourself will be the one walking through these very scenes, writing your own winter tale. Thank you for taking the time to travel with us to the end of this video. If you found the content useful and engaging, please support us by hitting like, subscribing to the channel, and turning on notifications so you won't miss our next journeys. Don't forget to leave a comment sharing the place that impressed you the most, or the destination you dream of visiting next winter. Your companionship and feedback are the motivation for us to keep creating many more new trips.